Hello everybody, this is Fu here. I'm here with my beautiful Australian friend Xaxton, casting a game of SQTD from the tournament. In the west side, we have Yodice spawning as Elemental, and on the right, we have MGVespir as Celestial. He originally played as Random, and he is going to be Celestial for this game.
And Yodice has started with the Elemental and dropped down the Watcher first, and we see a Spirit on the other side. Now, spirits have the special ability of being resurrected after they've been destroyed. And Yodice has sent the Ling on the first round.
Yeah, he's going for 2 Lings, and it appears that MGVespir has sent a Marine, and this is going to benefit
Both
either
of these
player.
builds
Both of these builds. And the Spirit's ability, normally not too strong in a 4v4, you can really help you out in a 1v1 if you have enough of them, as it can even save you a game, or just save you some minerals if you leaked and keep your opponent from getting those. This is pre-patched, so I would like you to know, as you surely do, that Aquas are Imba. Yodice is going for a strange build that I don't necessarily agree with. Normally, if I was playing Elemental, I would just build 1 Aqua Spirit, and that would hold until about wave 9, and I would max eco around wave 7 or so.
Just a little bit of exaggeration. Only a little bit, but
Only
you'll
a
also
little.
notice that in the middle, the shoe money statue is not there.
Yep, so that means this replay can be shown without Blizzard suing us. So you should not go to www.shoemoney.com because the statue is not there and you have no way to find www.shoemoney.com. MGVespir is going for a strange build. He has gone for 2 Cherubs placed on the opposite ends. This would be a good idea on boss because it would force it to attack the Cherubs. However, since they're in the back, they will be dying last anyway.
Oh, wait. Oh, there's a proton put down by Yodice. Kind of odd to be putting down a proton.
I think he sold it. Yeah, he has sold it. Neither player is saving any gas at this point, which is to be expected.
What are you talking about? He hasn't sold the proton. It's right there.
Hasn't? Well, he's standing on it. I'm sorry. Elemental Builder is fat. He was like emitting gaseous lightning all over it. I couldn't see it. Yes, the proton is still there.
The proton to hell.
There is another Aqua Spirit. This should be enough to hold them up until wave 19. And MGVespir is interesting enough going for more Cherubs. I don't know if there's something interesting in mind here or if he's just kind of winging it, as he did play Random.
We're seeing just Lings sent at the moment, which is pretty common for the early game because it is terrible to try and gas save right from the get-go, but it can also be very lethal.
Yeah, it's very risky, but if you can cripple your opponent on those early rounds when he doesn't expect it, you can really get some good advantage going to the late game. Since Xaxton has been around for, well, ever, and he has a lot of 1v1 experience, maybe he could talk about the builds that both these players are going a little bit.
Well, if you were just seeing last round, the Roach got stuck behind the Marines and really couldn't do his job of tanking until all the Marines were dead.
Yeah.
Whereas this Mass Watcher Aqua will be very good late game as they'll have a huge amount of splash damage as he upgrades the Watchers to Violets. And their special ability owns bosses. Still seeing nothing in the Sens department, which I think will change very soon as both of them seem to have a fairly solid economy up and running.
Yep, they're just going for the standard 21. They are going to be, likely someone's going to be saving gas, likely for something like wave 7 or 11. Usually something typical like that. However, it can be beneficial to catch your opponent off guard, sending on a typical round. However, if it becomes typical to send on an untypical round, then it's defeated entirely.
You'll also notice Yodice has opted to grab the speed over the extra worker. There isn't much difference in the early stages, and doing this as like an extra worker anyway, so... Well, actually, an extra worker and a half, you do the math properly.
Something like that, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. Unless your build needs those extra 10 minerals, in which case you will want to get that worker. Oh, we're going to see that MGVespir is going to leak on wave 6. blaming his AI, but luckily his spirits, as you previously mentioned, has that ascend ability, which will allow them to take it out, reclaiming 2 minerals and denying any to go to his opponents. It looks like, oh, MGVespir saved 90 gas there, and he is just sent. That is odd.
One very common strategy is to save the gas until the very end of the round. You'll also notice that Vesper has put his supply much earlier than yodice.
Yeah, that's probably due to the 5 Cherubs, or 4 Cherubs and 1 Sephirin, rather. I don't think Sephirin is the right choice. He has rather squishy tank line, and getting a Sephirin isn't really beneficial. However, it is better than just getting more Cherubs.
It is, but also note that with Celeste, that all their units do eat up a lot of supply. So
yes,
you need to use them very effectively.
Even getting supply earlier, it's not necessarily the 20 minerals, but spending that 30 gas on something other than income can actually get rid of a few crucial minerals, which if you leak a little bit, that might actually save your build. And it appears that MGVespir has forfeited, as he was not doing too well.
It's over.
Well, seeing as he left, it is very over, so this is Fu signing off.